All right, what is up, guys? Evanaldo here. I am outside in the beautiful South Florida right now. A little bit windy, but I think it should be okay. So we've had some really good trades in the exclusive Discord lately. Last week I had, I think, two losses with shorts. Just it's been interesting. More of a overall bullish sentiment, which is good. It's been having trouble just coming down a few $100 for some of these scalp shorts, but got a Bitcoin long in that worked really well. A Bitcoin scalp long, so two trades yesterday basically. I was already long, so I didn't enter this one, but I entered this one on a different account. Those both have profits locked in right now, and took more profits on the scalp with the pump last night. That was really nice, and waiting for the next take profit around this general area, and just had a Bitcoin scalp short this morning a little while ago. Profits are locked in for that, and so overall we've been killing it in the exclusive Discord. Not right 100% of the time. There are losses here and there, but it's been really good for the most part. If you're interested, link in the description below. It's through Patreon. So let's get right into it. So right now, I've been telling you guys these money flow crossovers in the daily are powerful. They mean business. And, right here, it's worked out the previous, many times. It's come up high enough where I would, not be entering probably long at the moment, but it's a place where you want to, take in some profits. First good place to lock in profits, in my opinion. Going back to, the bullish and bearish case on the higher time frames, look, I mean, if we're going to roll over and do what we did back in, May of 2018 and just crash down another 50% here in the bear market, it's going to happen pretty soon. I mean, the highest I could really see us going, without going before a 50% correction would be probably maybe 50K, more likely like 46K or something like that. I mean, it still wouldn't surprise me if we get up to, 48K and then crash another 50% in the next few months. 50K, if we break through 50K and keep it, I'd be surprised if we come back down. I would think most likely we would end up at new all-time highs in the next few months rather than crashing down another 50%. For those who are new, we were saying like, oh, what do you mean you're just predicting up and down? Yeah, I am, but I mean, based on the way I invest for long term and trade, you don't need to know really what's going to happen to make money in this game. Your 2 week does look really good. I mean, look at this view up coming up. Let's see if it does, play out the way. If it plays out the way it played out in May of 2018, we're going to crash down pretty soon here. So if we do print that green dot here, it still could be like kind of like this where it doesn't play out too well. You still confirmed it, then you came back down, and it was at that similar level. So that could happen. What I like here that's a little bit better than it was in 2018. 2018 is just money flow generally just coming out. What's interesting here is we have money flow from all the way back in October generally coming up, which is a little bit more bullish. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. That could be one of the reasons why we stay bullish. Also inflation, a lot of things going on that could keep us bullish as well. It could be the bottom of our mini bear market here. Double bottom pattern off of this. In this, if you guys are new, you haven't heard me talk about this before, double bottom pattern right here off of this same spiral line. This I consider the spiral line to be our macro bull market support area. If we lose this line, close the daily candle below and just bounce around here, I think you're going to end up low to mid 20s probably, maybe even high 20s. But you're in a real bear market, not just a mini bear market at that point. So moving on here, maybe we could just stay in the green in the weekly and go up. We did curve into the red here. For a little bit, but it didn't play out. We just came right back into the green. However, more bearish case. I'm sure. Look at how sideways this was. I'm sure you were coming in and out of the red a little bit here before you finally crashed down in 2018. So we'll see what happens here. Moving on to your daily, daily money flow crossover. That's here. So I want to show you one last thing on the two day. Very deep in the red. Last time we've come, kind of this deep. It was the bottom in our mini bear market. Even back here, when you came kind of this deep at this level, you were almost bottomed out. This was our Black Swan event. I don't really count that, but you were kind of almost bottomed out most of the time historically. So another bullish sign overall. Let's move on to our 12-hour here. So you're back in the green, very choppy. Not much to deduce from this, just about going back and forth. You're either going to break up or break down. We'll see what happens here. 8-hour. 8-hour generally looking pretty good. You are back in the red, but it's looking like it's trying to come up, so that looks a little better. You know, money flow crossovers on your 8-hour. This could easily bring us up to, you know, 46, 47K, that area, in the next week or so if we do remain bullish. We've been choppy sideways, kangaroo for a while. Kangaroo meaning sideways for a while. And yeah, 4-hour VWAP curving down. Your 2-hour, you might get a bearish div relatively soon with this. So that's another reason why I took that little scalp short there and locked in profits for that. It could have just got stopped out actually. Maybe re-enter on the 2-hour. You have some good curvature in the hourly that could continue the bullish case. And your half-hour bearish div, it's possible that played out already and we could just continue forward here. So there's a lot of hope in the market. Generally leaning a little bit more bullish, but we got to be cautious here. So yeah, moving on to Ethereum, it's generally probably looking very similar, especially if you go from the daily and then and then daily onward, downward. And your VWAP is curving back up a little bit sideways. Money flow crossover, very powerful. Next big place to look for, high volume node at around 3122. Good place to look for a scalp short. Even this level, spiral lines coincide with this, 0.5 fib, 3.3K. I can see us ending up there in the next week or so based on how things are looking. Move on to our 12-hour, money flow crossover back into the green. That's generally pretty good. I think this could bring us up to, you know, this area. I mean, if you look at the last time this had happened, it went from, you know, here to here, 9% about, and let's see, 9% up from kind of this area. Yeah, 31, maybe you could even go 9% up from here. That would bring you almost up to 3.3K, so we'll see. Moving on to your 4-hour, actually I like this. This 6-hour was looking pretty good yesterday. Money flow crossover into the green. This could bring you up quite a bit. You know, it's that same thing. That would bring you up to around 3.3K. That's pretty good. And moving on to your 3-hour, you may get a bearish div pretty soon. Not really hitting any major point on ETH. You are hitting a major point on Bitcoin right now, though, so it's something to keep in mind. Confirmed a 2-hour bearish div, so it wouldn't surprise me too much. I think most likely you'd come down a little bit, maybe here, then continue forward. That'd be a healthy correction on the way up. If you do continue more bullish, good curvature on your hourly, and your 30-minute money coming out as you're getting a bearish div would make it likely that you'd come down a bit and then continue forward. You need to have healthy corrections on the way up, especially if things do continue bullish. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Last thing I want to talk about is Zcash really quick. People are starting to talk about Zcash. It's been under the radar. I've been talking about it. I would say, honestly, if you got in this, you know, like I did, I'm not going to sell because I just want to keep it long term. But if you got in like I did at 120, you should probably lock in profits. We're taking we're hitting a major fib level. The daily still looks good, but you are getting, the bearish div and money coming out in the 4 hours. So it is possible that we could come back down. Your next big place to look at for this, let's look at our 2-day. And your VF's coming out in 2-day. It's not the best sign. 220 or something like that. I don't know if you'll quite make it that high. I think we definitely need a correction down to like 150 or something before we continue forward for this. Who knows though? With everything going on, privacy coins, they're in high demand maybe. But I would say, just a little warning. If you are way ahead on this, it would be probably never financial advice, but probably a good idea to lock in some profits. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like. Please subscribe to the channel. Check out my exclusive Discord if you're interested. Link in the description below with some of my entry points, stop losses, and take profits. Check out my trading course as well with everything I use to interpret market cipher, my strategies, how I am a profitable trader, trading psychology, why I think the majority of people lose in this game, risk management, which is what I think the most important part of trading is, what a lot of people don't teach you. I think the course is going to help you guys out a lot. There's a discount code below. Check it out. Link in the description below. A lot of people have really liked it. And use my link in the description below if you want to sign up for BITGET, want to sign up for MEXC. And use my link in the description below if you want to get Market Cipher with my discount code. Also some good promos going on for BITGET and MEXC. Forgot to mention with my link in the description below. That should be all of it. If you want to book a one-on-one coaching session with me, link in the description below. It's through the Market Cipher Academy. All right, guys. Hope you have a good one. Goodbye.